Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hot Flashes and Cool Chats. So, I started these conversations because through my work as a midlife concierge and the community I'm building, Mamas in Menopause, I am meeting so many amazing people who are passionate about supporting women in midlife. So, this chat series is a way for me to introduce them to you so you can hear their stories, you get to know them personally, and you'll learn about the products, the services, and the resources that they offer so we can make this season of life a little brighter, a little easier, and more empowering. So today I am chatting with Alia Gormley. She is the founder of Yashy. Yashy is a brand that's redefining how women experience and care for themselves through this stage of womanhood, including perimenopause and menopause. So Alia's mission with Yashy is to empower women to feel confident, comfortable, and connected to their bodies through education, community, and products designed with real women in mind. So we'll be talking about what inspired her to create Yashy, how the brand is changing the menopause conversation, and what's next for supporting women in midlife with care and compassion. So welcome, Alia. Thank you so much for joining us. Just tell us a little bit about you and how you support women in midlife.
So I'm Alia, I'm 54, and I think menopause hit me like a ton of bricks, and I wasn't ready. I probably started menopause in my late 30s to early 40s, and having been on birth control and the pill, all the hormones were all over the place, and I just didn't realize what was coming. I found out in hindsight, like years later, that my mother had started an early menopause at around 40. She
Mm,
never actually told me, so I just didn't know what was going on. So menopause hit me at a time when my career was at its probably at its peak. It was an intense time with family, friends, and I just think I just didn't see this steamroller coming at me.
yeah.
It was massively anxiety driving, it was a loss of confidence. I was having hot flashes, but I had them at night time where I would be so hot I could literally slick the water off my
Oh,
chest. And I just didn't even understand what was happening. So you kind of think you're just a bit poorly and a bit run down. And none of my friends were going through this. So I didn't even have anyone to talk to. And I
mm,
think it's then I realized that we've got to help each other understand our bodies and what we're going through because nobody can.
yeah.
So I was really lucky in getting support. And I say lucky, but actually, I think I actually fought quite tenaciously for it because I wasn't getting the answers. So I had to go to this person, to this doctor, to this person, and it was just a nightmare actually. And so I don't
Yeah.
want the same journey that I had. I want people to feel supported, and I don't want menopause to be a word that we don't speak about. It feels like it's a hidden word, and actually, 51% of the population are women. At some
Yeah.
guys, they will go through it, and we should be there for each other. And that's why the community aspect of Yashi is so fundamentally important. And we're just starting out, we're very much at green shoot stages, but I think it's about having a voice. It's about putting ourselves out there and letting each other be aware of our journey so we can help each other.
I love it. And it's so relatable. And I feel like it's very similar to my journey as well. Much like you, birth control, thought I was doing all the right things, thought when I had brain fog and different symptoms, it was just life and work and stress and everything was normal. And I had no idea until, like you, menopause literally punched me in the face.
That's what
And
that
it
wasn't it?
was, yeah. And it almost like it's funny because I feel like there were so many symptoms leading up to it, but I think until you really stop and think about it, we just were almost, it became normal for us to have these symptoms. So it didn't feel like we were working, that we were in any kind of pain or challenge in our health. But you're right, something hit me, and I think it was mostly the hot flashes. I had a lot of nerve stuff in my hands, almost like carpal tunnel, things that were abnormal that I thought. And it wasn't until then, like you, that I knew I needed community support. We needed to not talk about this on an island. So I love that you've created this. I love that that we're all women are realizing that we're not alone in this journey and that it is okay to talk about it. So I want to hear a little bit about Yashi, what the name means. Let's start with that and then how everything kind of developed.
So I think that's a really good starting, actually. So if you think about women, I think we always want to have that glow about us. We always want to feel good, and you want to feel good and look good. And glow is actually a word that's probably commercialized left, right, and center. And it was quite hard to come up with a word. And we actually ended up with Yashi, which means in some guise or form flamboyant glow. And
Hmm.
actually, resonated with me because I am an extrovert. I am someone who's not shy in coming forward, but it just had a bit of oomph to it, a little bit of passion. I think that's what Yashi is. So Yashi is a supplement. It's part of your journey. I think it's a piece of it. And I don't think there's one solution that fits all. I think everybody will find their way. I'm actually on HRT myself, and I think that's part of my journey. But it hasn't been enough. And I didn't expect that either. I thought it
Yeah,
would be one tick box and everything would go. But I think Yashi is a menopause supplement that has various vitamins, has various botanicals, has various minerals in it that really help that menopausal journey. So
yeah,
yeah, it was a culmination of that. It's not a one tick box exercise that fits everything. And I think it's about you not taking one answer for your symptoms and your journey because it's
right.
not, you have to keep pushing to get what you want. And that's why I think Yashi's
Yeah.
about keeping women doing it together.
Agreed. And everybody's body is so different. This is what we're finding. Everyone's journey, everyone's experience, everything what their body can metabolize. Some people can go on HRT, some people can't. Some people take I at one point I was taking estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. I'm no longer taking testosterone just because of my body changes and going to my doctor and understanding what my body needs at what time. And that's exactly, we're doing our best to eat the best we possibly can and to move and to do all the things that we're supposed to do. But we do know that even if when we're eating perfectly, we're not getting all the vitamins, the nutrients, the minerals, like you're saying. Number one, I mean, there's a whole nother conversation about our food source, but
Yes, I have
it's,
hard with. I'm not a great food eating
yeah.
well. That's
And
life. That's
that's exactly it. We're busy and we're trying to do the best we possibly can. I know for myself, I've even had to start remembering to eat breakfast because that wasn't a part of my day, but I know it is so important. So I think it's part of timing, running around, the busyness, how, the knowledge and just not knowing exactly micros, macros, what we're supposed to get. So I love that you've created this supplement to just support women where they might be needing a little bit of help.
and a little bit of something. And I think
Yes,
I, there's just not HRT isn't going to solve it, but it's hugely important to
yes,
also take testosterone, and you go through ups and downs with that because suddenly I'll have a breakout on my neck and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a teenager again, go away. Then I'll pull
yes,
back. But Yashi is just, can I show it? Yashi is just really
yes,
to eat. It's like two little gummies that are really tasty. They are, it's just simple. And I'm good with routine. So then I put it where I put my rings. So then I know that when I take my rings off, I can have the Yashi, or I leave it in my car in a bottle and then I can have it when I'm on the go. Because I think that thing around consistency and doing something for yourself is so important. So I
yeah,
think yeah, I think it's a sharing journey. I think it's a learning journey for all of us. So the more we can help each other, the better that is for all of us because we'll uplift
yeah.
each other. And Yashi is so much more than supplements. The bigger thing is the community that we want to build. That's the most important part. And that's why it's so lovely to talk with you.
Yeah. Well, I love it too because you guys reached out and for Mamas in Menopause, and I love it because there's a big event coming up. So we'll get back to product too, but let's talk about this event for a little bit. Let's hear how did this even start? And from your accent, we know you're not from US, so this event is going to be in beautiful Beverly Hills. Tell us a little bit about that journey of getting this event together.
So we were out in LA a few months ago and ended up at the Mayborn having drinks and having a look around the hotel, and we just thought it was beautiful. And we also met with other people, with matryoshkas, and they're doing a great job. And we actually connected. And we're like, why don't we do an event? Why don't we start to see if we can build a community? So the event is this Sunday at the Mayborn in Beverly Hills, as you said, from 5 to 8 p.m. And we've got experts there. We've got Yashy goodie bags. We're going to have other women that you can talk to in your journey. And I think it's just the start of something that I hope gets bigger and bigger because
Mhm.
it's about doing it together. So it's really nice, obviously, because we're starting in Beverly Hills and that feels swanky, especially when you're a Londoner. I'm like, oh my gosh, Beverly Hills. So that's super exciting. And LA, it's just a place to hold stuff right in terms of the sun, the weather, the people, the smiles. It's energetic. And I think that's all of what Yashi embodies. So that just felt like a perfect place to have the event. It's such a beautiful hotel. So I feel very lucky that we're going to be hosting there.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I know in partnership with you and Matrikas, we're able to, again, it's about community. So Mamas in Menopause has been asked to co-host with you guys. We will have a number of mama members, mama ambassadors. And so that it's so exciting for us because it's really finding people that are aligned this mission with you. And it's finding whoever needs this support. If they need this support through Mamas and Menopause community, if they need this support through Matrikas, through Yashi, all of our communities combined, I think it's going to be a very beautiful way that we can overlap where um, as women, it's almost like we don't want to just go to one space. We
No.
want to have a couple different groups of friends, and
Mm.
each group of friend brings a little bit different value or something that you need. And I love that. We're just being able to combine
Yeah, doing it
forces.
together is so lovely because
Yeah,
there's no egos involved. It's just
no,
about uplift each other and learn and support each other. And you don't often get that. So if we can build that as community together, then I think we've on the path to winning.
yeah.
It feels good. It feels right. It's exciting. So yeah,
Mhm. I would agree. I think that women on this journey have really embraced, and I keep saying this, that we are going to start saying menopause with an exclamation point
I love
instead
that.
of menopause with a frowny face emoji, because it really is about empowerment. And I think by bringing us all together, we're really helping women realize, again, they're not alone and that it's going to be a fun event. It's not something where people are doom and gloom and we're complaining about it. Okay, great. We have a symptom. How
Yeah.
can we support each other and ourselves?
And it's funny, I was reading something about, Japan and how Japanese women handle menopause, and it's obviously very different from
Yeah.
a cultural and a lifestyle and a food point of view. But actually, they look at it as a whole new journey. Whereas I think traditionally in the West, it's almost seen as you're getting older and you're kind of coming to that end of your journey. Whereas they see it as a
Yes.
rebirth, energization, if I could pronounce it properly.
Yeah.
I just think that is just lovely in itself that it's a whole new opportunity to understand and define who we are. And I don't
Mhm.
think opportunity. So once you can get your head around, okay, actually, I might be in menopause or I'm in perimenopause. I think it's what does that look like as we move forward? And I think that's super exciting.
Yeah. And what I love about that too is I think with Sally's group Matrikas that we're able to support the younger women who maybe are going through the beginning of all this womanhood journey. So that way it doesn't feel like the mindset around aging, hormones,
Mm.
menopause, we can change the story, we can change the narrative of what that's going to look like.
We can
And we're
own
in
the
such an empowering position to do it. I love
Yeah, it's
it.
a story, so we should own it. Why would anybody else own that space? Own that? That's us. So I think it's just so exciting. And again, I was reading some other articles, and there was a woman who started her menopause clinically at the age of like 30. That must be just such a difficult space to be in when you don't have people around you at your age group who are going through that. And
Right.
I was at the hospital the other week, and a guy told me that his sister went into menopause in her 20s and actually was then never able to kind of go on and be a mama and didn't even know that what to do or how to handle it. And she went through a very hard time mentally. And it's, yeah, I just think it's fascinating when you stop and listen to people's stories, how much we can kind of just support each other. It's not like
Mm.
we have answers by any means. I'm not an expert, but I think
Mm.
it. journey and holding hands together.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I love that our generation, Gen Xers, who would have known, who would have thought that we would be changing the world? We're on a mission. We're changing something big. And I love what you're doing. I'm so proud of both of us, to be honest with you, that we
Like,
are doing something big and we are up for the challenge.
yeah, and we're making a difference, I hope, and we will make a difference, I hope. So that can only be a good thing. That can only
Love
be
it.
glow, only be the right thing with mamas in menopause. And I love the fact that it's mamas in menopause because that's what my two boys call me. So I love the fact that it's mama versus
Yeah.
mom, American style.
You know,
So
it's
that's really,
funny too, because people ask me about that mamas in menopause and they say, well, what if I'm not a mom or what if I'm not in menopause? And I said, it doesn't matter. Mama is a term of endearment that I use. And so whether you are a mom of children, of a dog, of your own soul, you are a mama, right?
yeah, yeah.
And you don't have to, menopause is a journey. It's not, as we know, menopause is one day, but the whole process of our hormones is a whole journey. So whether you're post, menopause and you've got this wisdom that you can share with someone who might be 20 or 30 who's having some hormone shifts or changes, we're all in it together to support one another.
And I think that's what's so nice about the Yashi itself. It's vitamins, it's minerals, it's bio gosh, I honestly cannot speak today. It's late and I've been on loads of planes, trains, and automobiles. And botanicals is what I was trying to
Yes.
say. But I just think it makes you feel good because you're doing something good for you. And it was actually produced or developed by a female scientist. So I love
Mm,
that as well, that it's kind of females empowering females. So I
yeah.
think I'm just so happy about the fact we've connected and we've got this opportunity to be together and to just lift each
Yeah.
other up.
Yeah, and we're walking the journey. So who better to start this and talk about it and provide these products and services than us that are actually walking this right now?
It is, isn't it? It's kind of hand in hand, step by
Mm,
step. You just learn a bit
yeah,
more, and I think that's pretty empowering, actually.
yeah. Very holistic and very, very empowering, I think, for ourselves and for other people. You know, you can make a difference with your own journey.
Yeah, exactly that. I think you've articulated that beautifully.
Yeah, love it. I love this conversation. I'm so thankful that you were able to take some time. And before we let people go, let's give a quick, our update on the event for Sunday, some details on that, and then just the best way for people to get a hold of Yashi and learn a little bit more about the product.
So it's called the Yashi Glow and Tell. It's at the Mayborn Hotel this Sunday in Beverly Hills, which I'm super excited about. 5 to 8 p.m. It's basically a one-night celebration for midlife women, real talk, expert wisdom, connection, and community, which I think we've talked about a lot. We're expecting around 100, 200, 300 people, not quite sure. Tickets seem to be going quite fast, so that's quite exciting. There'll be panels with experts, a little bit to snack on, some drinks, a DJ vibe, and we've got a 360-degree photo booth and a luxury goodie bag worth over $600. So it's not the average menopause event, it's modern, magnetic, and fun.
Ooh, I love it so much. And for Mama members, and actually for Mama community, anyone who is part of our community and listening, you can use code MIM for a buy one, get one free tickets. So please spread the word, let people know. So then how can people, let's say they can't come to the event this weekend, maybe they don't live in Los Angeles, or maybe it just doesn't work in their timing. How can they get a hold of Yashi and learn more about your products?
So probably the easiest and simplest way is via Instagram. So we check that almost by the minute. I'm not so great at it, I'm going to admit, but we've got people who check it every minute and they kind of keep us connected. So basically, the site is Yashi Life at oh my gosh, can we cut that bit and
Yeah.
then you
It's Instagram. It's on Instagram. Yashi Life is the best way to get a hold of you. Perfect,
that,
perfect. I know, I know. We have to think and remember so much. And sometimes delegating is what we need to do.
I just needed to find the bubble really. That would have been as I'm playing with my clip. Oh my
So
gosh.
perfect, perfect. So people can get a hold of you, and then we've got an event, fun things coming up, and we'll keep information coming if there's other events or fun things coming up and just different ways to be part of your community. And I just can't thank you enough. I know you literally got off a plane from Spain and are taking time to chat. So thank you so much. You have so much going on. You're going to be in town already coming Thursday. I think Thursday or Friday, you guys fly in.
We land in LA tomorrow evening, hopefully. So yes, super lovely talking with you, Meredith. Thank you so
Perfect.
much. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Love it. Well, thank you again. And thank you everyone for listening and watching and spending some time to learn about some of these amazing people that I'm finding and that I just want to share with the world. So again, thank you for joining me on Hot Flashes and Cool Chats. So grateful for your time and expertise. And until next time, remember you are not alone on this midlife journey. Here's to more hot flashes, cool chats, and meaningful conversations. See you next
Love it.
time.
Bye.
Bye.